Imagine you're 8 months pregnant and your husband says his dying mom wants to meet your baby. His mom has an abusive past. His mom tried to hit you one time. His mom still throws things when she gets upset and she doesn't get her way. And you're wondering, is this something I have to agree to because my gut is screaming, heck no. So this is Maya's very, very tricky situation. I feel so bad that she's in this dilemma. It's such a, you think like, oh my gosh, your mother-in-law is dying. But at the same time, I'm going to read you what she's been through and what her mother-in-law still does to this day. And then maybe that will help you give her your insight. I'll give you my 2 cents after that, but I'm going to read her letter. It's a little bit lengthy, but I think it's all very relevant and helpful in order for you to give her your perspective. Hi, I'm Maya, and I am due in 3 months with our first child. My husband, Alex, is a good man who escaped a chaotic home, but his mother, Linda, still has him tangled up in guilt. When Alex and I started dating, he was living in a rundown caravan on some off-grid anchorage. His younger brother raged daily, once waving around a gun while threatening to hurt Alex. Linda ignored it, didn't do anything about it. In the beginning, I tried everything to get along with Linda, offered her gifts, dinner, patience. It only escalated. One night, Linda and the brother showed up furious because their unregistered car was impounded. They demanded that Alex abandon me to bail them out. When he refused, Linda lunged at me. Alex stepped in between us to prevent contact, but that moment changed everything. Months go by and Linda reports Alex to the police for living on the land he wasn't supposed to. With money tight, no family, no support nearby, we ended up moving into the house Alex bought for her. Worst decision ever. She mocked my upbringing, made fun of me, and once walked into our room unannounced and refused to leave. I was standing there naked, and when I tried to shut my bedroom door, she threw herself into the opening and scratched her arm. Now she tells everybody I attacked her and pushed her down. We finally escaped to a tiny rental offered by a coworker. 2 weeks after we moved in, I found out I was pregnant. Linda never asked about the baby, never asked about my pregnancy, only complains to Alex that he abandoned his family. Today, Linda's health is failing. She's housebound and still throws things at Alex's brother. Alex says she might not live a year, so one visit with the baby is the least we can do. Here's my reality. This woman tried to hit me. She hits her own son. She mistreats her pets, and she twists every boundary into an insult. I'm terrified. Do I let a woman who can't control her rage hold my newborn and just to erase my husband's guilt? Or do I draw a hard line and risk shattering their last chance to say goodbye? Thank you so much for your time, Maya. What an awful place to be in. It sounds like you're the only one that sees this situation as it truly is, like super unhealthy and unsafe. Like, oh, absolutely awful. And this is my truth. This doesn't have to be yours, Maya. Like, you have to live with your decision. I'm just going to put myself in your shoes and try to imagine what I would do if I were living your story right now. But please, the only advice that you can take is your own truth. Like, you need to make this decision on your own because you need to live with yourself. You know, every time you lay your head down on your pillow at night, you have to be okay with you. For me, I believe it is so important that we take our job seriously as parents and we are protecting helpless, defenseless babies. And I truly understand Alex wants this. I know in your email, I left a lot out, but I know that he's been struggling and trying to win his mother's love and her approval, and maybe this is like his last-ditch effort. It doesn't seem like your mother-in-law is really excited about the baby. This honestly sounds like it's more for Alex, which is truly heartbreaking, truly heartbreaking. But to me, your mother-in-law still hurts her other son, who is an adult, like still throws things at him, still as she's, as her health is failing, she's still hurting her animals. Like, she's not a kind person. She's not safe. When you're not safe, you don't get to meet my child. Like, that's it. Like, I can't put my child in danger. And I know that this might be very, very difficult, and this would be hard maybe for my husband to hear if this were my situation, but I also need to trust my gut. Like, I might be the only one that sees this clearly, because I'm not stuck in this system. I'm not wrapped up in conditioned guilt like my husband is and all that stuff. So for me, I would suggest alternatives to try to help my husband and ease his guilt, and really just help him understand, like, your mom truly doesn't seem excited about this anyway, but not be hurtful to him. But I would suggest you can FaceTime her. You can print out pictures. You can go have one-on-one visits with her whenever you want. You are a full-grown adult. You can do whatever you want. But when it comes to protecting our defenseless baby, I'm not okay with this. I'm absolutely not okay with this. Like, if she were in a different state, like maybe she was barely mobile and she can't throw things, and it's not like a dangerous environment just going into the home, I would suggest, like, you guys go over, like, you're holding the baby the whole time and all that stuff. But the fact that she's still mobile, she's still throwing things, she's still mistreating her pets, she's still very, very much able to do something that could hurt your child, you have to ask yourself, is the risk worth it? Like, would it be worth it if something did happen to my baby? To me, it would not. So I would say FaceTime. I would say print pictures, give her updates. You fully support Alex going over and having a relationship with her. But I mean, I'm sure there's not enough time for his mom to go through like a professional risk assessment, have like professional work done around her anger outbursts. I'm sure like that's not even a possibility. Like, everything you've been through just tells me that that's probably not even in the realm of possibility. But all that stuff would have to happen. She would have to be cleared by a professional, take the classes, meet in a neutral spot. I'd have my coworker I'd drive my own car. I would hold my baby the whole time. But I don't know. I don't think there's enough time for that, or even the willingness to try that. But those are just my ideas. Those are my feelings on it. I don't know if it's right. You guys tell me if I'm just being cold-hearted. But I feel like as a mom, as a parent, like, we have to protect our defenseless children. And she's still very capable of causing harm. It's a big risk. So those are my thoughts. What do you guys have for Maya?